So this is Haley's Comet. It's a 15-foot gentleman racer, and it honestly started out of jealousy because my sister and him built one when I was like 6, and I didn't care much. I was just playing around at the shop, and then I got older and I was like, you know what, I want one of my own. I was like, Dad, can we build one? And then so it started out like that. He got some plans. We changed it a little bit, added another row so that I can bring out my friends in it, and then yeah. So I started it when I was 10, and then it ended when I was 11. So it took 2 winters working on the weekends, and
And you use it around Lake St. Clair?
yeah, all around Lake St. Clair. Bring out my buddies out in the water. We'll go out on the weekend, or we used to do it after school when I was in high school. We would go out and maybe go to lunch or something on the water, and it was awesome. But yeah, we're putting it in this summer. It wasn't in last summer, so we revarnished it. I sanded it. We actually repainted the bottom of the boat. That was kind of hard. I sanded the bottom of the boat, repainted it, and then put all these little things back on.
Hardware.
All the hardware. And
we argued about the color
the
of the interior.
The color the most. I wanted orange. I was all about the orange. And he's like, it's not going to look good at all. I was like, yes, it will. Just trust me. And so he trusted the little 10-year-old I was. And it looked pretty good. After it was all done, he was like, you know what? It looks good. So good job. I think the ending, especially now when people ask about it and they talk to him, they're like, well, actually, she built it. And their eyes go up. They're like, well, how old were you? And I was like, well, 10 and 11. Their eyes go big and they're like, really? A 10-year-old did this? And they're like, well, what am I doing with my life then? So
not to mention we got to spend time together.
We got to. That's, I think, why I'm the closest with him. I mainly go to the shop with him, like after school sometimes, or I go on the weekends. That's my favorite thing, going to drop off boats, going to pick up new ones for him to redo. And I don't know, I like the relationship we have because of this, and also because of his business. I think it's just showing people that, like, if you want to do something, you can. Like, people, you're 10, like, you can't do a lot, but I built a boat with my dad, like, from scratch. We literally took a piece of wood and put it all together and made this, and I think that's awesome to show people you can do whatever you want, and also, like, something hardworking is rewarding at the end, and you'll have fun doing it as well.
So the boat does about 45 miles an hour. It has a 70-horse Stinger outboard. She built it in 2010, and it's 1/8-inch frames with 1/8-inch plywood on it, 5/16 solid mahogany over the plywood, and it's all glued together. Very strong boat, very stable, and she crosses Lake St. Clair all the time on it.
And I think I kind of got in trouble with it maybe the second summer was out, because I would be running out of gas the first day, or like each day, and he was wondering why. So he came out for a ride on me, and I would open up the throttle, and he's waiting for me to put it back a little bit, and I didn't. So I was just running at full speed the whole time. So he's like, no wonder why. And this thing has a pretty big gas tank anyway, so he was confused. It's more just like cruising with your friends and going out for rides and like going to find friends on the water and stuff like that. It's not really a towable boat, but it can, if it needs to be. We've told our jet ski on it that you're free. Like, when I was 12, he was like, go ahead, go by yourself, do it. And that was the coolest thing. You're 12 years old. You don't have your parent by your side telling you what to do. You can go. One thing I love about boating is there's no speed limit. You can go as fast as you can, unless running out of gas, as fast as you can. You can just be free and hang out with your friends. That's my favorite. I will always own a boat no matter what.